This is to introduce the GPSClipper for Android app. It geotags web photos. You should be able to find it on Google Play. Search for GPSClipper. It's 99 cents. And the app, in a couple of easy steps, it uses native GPS information collected on the phone, and it applies that. It geotags an entire album of web photos in a couple of easy steps. And to take a look at the finished product, I'll blow this up a little bit. This is an album that's been geotagged by GPSClipper. It was a collection of 34 photos taken around a square you can see over on the right-hand side of this web album. I walked around San Francisco taking pictures on my Sony camera. My camera does not have GPS in the camera. This is an app for photographers who are using cameras that do not have GPS in the camera. The combination of the phone and the camera, the phone is the smart GPS digital assistant, collects geotags, and it applies them using this app. It applies them to an album like this. The finished product will be a mapped album of photos. There you can see there where that photo was taken. Each one of the icons on the map has a latitude and longitude. You can see in that that blow up of the icon, and that's in a nutshell. That's what the app does. Now that we've explained what it is and who it's for, let's show GPSClipper in action. So at this point, I would have taken my photos on my camera. I would have uploaded those to the web. There would be photos without geotags at this point. While I was taking the photos on my phone, I used a GPS application called MyTracks to record the geotag information that will be used by GPSClipper to update the photos. So I'm going to start the app. The GPSClipper is the red icon in the lower right. So I'll start it up, and it connects to my Gmail account. You may have to log on here, and it's going to go out and look at my authentication, and it comes back and it says that blue button, I have to allow access to my online Picasa album. So I'm going to allow access. I hit the blue button, and it's going out now and retrieving my albums. So here's a list of my Picasa web albums that have been uploaded. Most of them are public, but a couple different levels of visibility will work. And the 15 most recent albums show up in this list. And for each web album that could possibly be processed, there's the title. The one on top you see Picasa 9. There's a date when the photos are from. And that date's important because you need to, for the application to work, you have to have photos and a GPS recording, geotags for the same period in time. Then over on the right-hand side of the list, you can see the number of photos. Picasa 9 at the top, which I'm going to select right here, has 34 photos. So now I've selected the photos, and I have to now tell the phone what application I'm going to use to choose a file. Of the GPX file is the geotag information, which I recorded while I took the pictures. And in my case, I'm going to use OI File Manager to choose a file. Next, I'm going to look for the MyTracks directory. You see MyTracks in the middle. That's where my GPS geotagging application, separate from GPSClipper, that's where my GPS information is stored. So I'm going to click on MyTracks. Then I'm going to click the GPX directory. And here with little Twitter birdies are all of my GPX files. These are all my geotag information that have been recorded on the phone. And in the middle there's one from 3/15/2012. I'm going to select that. Now in this step, this is a verification. The geotag information, the file on the phone that I've selected is at the top. with dates and times, a start date and an end date. So the geotag information is from 3/15/2012, starting at 10:32 in the morning. And underneath that, from the web, the album name, I selected Precita 9. It's also 3/15, 10:31 in the morning. So the date times look good. They're from the same period of time. Now there were 34 albums in that. I'm going to hit OK. And there the app goes. It's updating my 34 pictures. It's applying geotags to every one of those pictures on the web. And there it's done. So it updated 34 pictures in, I don't know, 7-8 seconds. So now I've completed the geotagging. I now have a tagged, mapped album of photos. And then that concludes the demonstration on how the app works. In a following demo, I'm going to show how accurate the application is. So you can find the link for that and take a look at that. Thank you.